Lots of problems today with this week's video. Firstly, the computer kept zooming over to show Cameron instead of me. Secondly, I just took my hair out of the ponytail and I just wanted you all to see how beautiful my hair looks on the weekends. But that's not what we're talking about today. Today we're talking about prime and regular factorization. That's what we're going to talk about all week this week. If you forgot, factors are just numbers that we multiply together to get a product. So for example, if I was looking at the number 12, I could break it into an array, meaning equal rows and columns, of 3 by 4. And because I can break it into an array of 3 by 4, 3 and 4 are both factors of 12. Now, there are other factors of 12. 1 in itself are always the first place to start with factorizing any number. And then I'll test 2 and 3, so you can see that 12 actually has a bunch of factors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. Now you might be asking yourself, why do I care about the factors of a number? Here's why. Because when we get into our fraction unit and we start finding common denominator and we start simplifying fractions, you'll be very happy that you know how to take a big number and break it down into its smaller parts via the factorization process. So looking at this hundreds chart, if we were looking at the number 24 and we wanted to find all of the factors of the number, we would start with 1 and 24, and then we would test for 2, 2 times 12, and then 3, 3 times 8, and then 4, 4 times 6, and then 5. 5 is not a factor of 24, and so I now have found all of the factors of 24. This will help me simplify my fractions in upcoming units. We're also going to explore what it means to be a prime number. A prime number is a number that has exactly and only 2 whole number factors. For example, the number 7. The number 7 is prime because you can only get to it by multiplying 1 times 7. That's it with whole numbers. So 7 is a prime number. And we're going to do something with that called prime factorization, where we take a number like 24 and we break it apart into its factors, but we keep going until all we have left are prime numbers. So you can see that I'm making a factor tree here in the background, and that is helping me find all of the prime factors of 24. This again is going to be very handy when we start simplifying fractions in a few weeks. The prime factorization of 24 would be 3 times 2 times 2 times 2. Or if you want to get really fancy, you could do 3 times 2 to the power of 3. That is not something you need to know this year, but some of you will like to know it. So in a nutshell, that's what's up this week. I promise that I will do my hair before I see you in class tomorrow, and I hope you guys have a great week. This is actually a really fun unit, so I think you're going to like this week.